Am I live? Big question, right? Can you hear me? Oh, my hair's sticking up. We'll put that back here. Can you all hear me tonight? Anybody? I think there's a few of you here, right? Hi, Heidi. Good to see you. Happy to see you. Hi, Sarah Rue. How are you tonight? Just a small town girl. Hi. You can hear. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Angel Dare, welcome. Angel Barnett. Hi. Hope you had a good weekend, Angel. Hi, Tammy Hughes. Kathy Ann. Good to see you. Very good to see you. Hi, Pippi. Karma Kid. Welcome. Good to see you. Very good. Excellent. So we got maybe just a little housekeeping to do, but then I'll start my sister wives. Hi, Gigi. Police Wife Life. Sunday. I got it just backwards. Sorry about that. Mary HB, welcome. Stormy, hi. Good to see you. Good. And Angel's weekend was good. I had a nice week, I guess a good weekend, sort of. It was a quiet weekend as far as my home life. Real quiet. Hi, Debbie Smith. Welcome. Well, welcome, Debbie. Susan, hey, how are you, hon? Good to see you. Cindy, yep, good to see you. Thank you for the hugs. Paula Dupree, hi. Hi, it's so good to see everybody. Well, as most of you know, I took quite a beating. And I took a beating from somebody that I thought I liked. Like every day watched his stuff, and I know he doesn't know that it's me, even though True Ball of Wax was a subscriber of his, but my real name was a subscriber to him. So I was a subscriber. I started my channel, I think the end of September. So I was a subscriber for him for probably since February of last year. So, yeah, with my real name. But I can't. You all saw what happened to Charlotte. I can't. If I can avoid sharing with the world my real name and where I live, I'm going to try. And BX Beast Boy's not telling us where he lives and all that. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you I've almost got my video done. I'm bringing receipts because I'm now known as Miss No Receipts. But I'm bringing the receipts. So I hope to get that done and get that out to you. And my video from last week is still stuck in Never Land out there in cyberspace. So anyway, and then just before I came on, I quickly watched, you know who, taking her victory lap on how we've been infighting and being cremated out here and telling us, I tried to tell you. And she's not going to be a part of that anymore. So that's really good, right? We should be happy about that. But I mean, the things that she said, the only way tonight's video is true is if she had an epiphany and changed everything about her. So anyway, let's see who else is here before I start my sister wife stuff. Hi, Karma Kid. Did I see you earlier? I don't think I did. Hummingbird, hi. How are you? Okay. Belinda's World, hi. Okay, so let's see. You know, the problem is, I know some of you maybe are creators or have worked on filming. When you put your phone in the holder, it's all cool until you need to touch the holder. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. I was just looking at names, but you're being so kind. Oh, thank you. It was very helpful. It happened the night before Charlotte sent the statement. And so that whole day was pretty icky. And then we had to deal and help Charlotte. So taking my mind off that was really helpful, albeit not for any good reasons, but at least I had something else to think about. And then also, guys, YouTube land, which really I try to explain it to anybody I know, and it's like there's this whole underworld we're all dealing with that they don't know anything about. Like I got these friends and so and so and so and so, and somebody's in Scotland, somebody's in Australia, and they're like, huh? What? So, since they don't know what we're up to, the point of this is I have real people and real friends that, like, I have two sons, and when they saw how I was talked to and the disrespect, yeah, they wanted to kick somebody's butt. My husband's older, and he was more like, well, he said a few names, but oh, it is a learning curve, and you guys, no matter what, that was my mistake. It was my mistake because I liked him. And because I did not pay attention to a few warning lights, which I put it in my video, it's like, why didn't I listen to that? Where was I that didn't hit my radar? And once I've looked at it, I've had a couple days to go through the people that kind of gave the warning shots, and it's my bad. He isn't who I thought he was. And so I learned. I went into the lion's den, and I survived. This is my new thing. I've survived the bully slayer bullying me. So, oh, thanks, Police Wife Life. You're so nice. At the time, I didn't think I was deserving it. It was like, this is too hard. Oh, where'd my comments go? They jumped. Oh, there we go. They all were gone for a second. Oh, you know what, Heidi, that's really good. No, just because she's doing a victory lap, and we all knew it. Didn't we talk about it? I went on a couple panels, and right away it was like, she's laughing. This is enjoyment as we implode. She loves it. So she gets, this round goes to her because of us, between Twitter and YouTube. It's been something. Cindy, I'm not sure who you're talking to here, but I'm sorry, I need better glasses. I'm absolutely tech illiterate. My daughter is embarrassed of me. Yeah, I have that same daughter, Cindy. And she's like, I've already showed you that. You don't remember? And I'm like, maybe, but can we try it one more time? Oh, and then they do it so fast. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you don't want to tell them you didn't catch it. Hey, Hoot, thanks for coming. It's good to see you. Very nice. Want to make sure I catch anybody. Hi, Batman. You forgot. Yeah, it's Sister Wives. Hawks, nice to see you. Do you like enemy? I don't know what that means. Can you say what that word is to me? Enemy? I'm not sure, hon. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Oh, thank you, Mary. Well, that was part of the problem, doggone it. When you are a straight shooter, I went and read in the chat. Now, there's more to the story. You all know, if you saw Teespiracy's video, the whole thing, there's way more to the story. And there's also way more to the story before Petite Fireball went on. And he sliced this stuff, and think about that, guys. Just think about that until my video comes out. This is what he put out to the world, which he was like okay with. This is the slices that he put out and thought, there you go. Look at these people. And it's worse. The stuff sliced on the ends and some of the middle. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it does hurt your feelings a little bit. There were people in the stream that have come to me, but there were people that they know they wrote what I read. And we're real quiet now. We don't want to ruffle BXB Boys stuff. And also, just so everybody knows, when we get done tonight, if I take this video and I want to put it to YouTube, if I alter it, if I slice any part of it, live chat's gone. Live chat's gone. So as soon as he did that, I'm screwed. I can't go get that screenshot. And I do know how to make screenshots. It's just that you can't make a screenshot when you're on your phone in a panel and you can't scroll back in the live chat all at the same time. So that's why I asked for a little time. It was like, you're just being a jerk. And he knew that. He knows that's how it works. Okay, enough about that. We may have to bring up the other subject for tonight. We'll see. It might come up. It might just come up. So hopefully a lot of you have seen tonight's episode. It was pretty interesting right from the get-up because, Mariah and Audrey came for a visit. Now, if you can figure it out, if you guys can do some detective work, I'm going to too. Last week, where we left it, I knew that it was somewhere between February 18th, I believe, that should be written, it's in my notes somewhere, in like the end of March. That had to be filmed because they were at the couple. We'll try that again. They were at the family's house that had 3 wives and a husband. That's not a couple. I don't know what you call. What do we call a polygamist? We're going to call them family, I guess. They were there, and they had passed the Utah Senate, but the Utah representatives had not passed it yet. So you can go look and just Google that. SB 10 something, 102 was the name of the amendment that they had to, or the bill they were writing. And you can see when it was passed by the Senate and then passed by the Congress. And they talked about it in the show. It hadn't been passed. So we can timestamp what we were watching somewhere February of 2020 to March, the end of March 2020. So when Audrey and Mariah go to their house, I thought it was February or March or April, something like that. So it was kind of chronological. But I think what I think I saw, and I'd like to rewatch it, is maybe we weren't, because by the time they get to the people, the women and Kody talking about the land, it's September. Mary says, it's September. Let's table it till the holidays are over. So we moved from February to September. So the reason I'm concerned and wanting to figure out when Mariah and Audrey went to their house, Mariah said their wedding's probably a year and a half away. So if it's a year and a half away from February or March, we're at a year now. So we only got 6 months to go. But if it's closer to September, we got a whole year to go. So I just think it might be fun if we can kind of figure that out. Maybe since I haven't had a chance to go through anybody's Instagrams, perhaps it does make sense then. Maybe. Okay, so right off the bat, then the next thing that I caught and thought was so wonderful. Did you all catch that Brianna was sitting on Mary's lap? That surprised me. I guess I've had the vision that Robin's kids wouldn't be that close to the other mothers because they've been living apart. I know she's older. She's a teenager, so she had years with them, but it was like, look at there. Okay, that's a sign that perhaps there's some healing going on. The kids at least enjoy Mary, and Mary's probably going to stick around because of the kids. And then also add to the fact that we have benefit of real time. We know that Mary put out on Instagram, I'm not going anywhere. I'm still there. And we know also from Christine's Instagram that she's still in that house that she purchased when she first got there. I haven't checked in the last week, but before that, let's say February, the 1st of February or something, she's still in that house. So if they tabled it till after Christmas, after the holidays, now they'll be starting it. Well, they have to get the land, I'm going to guess, resurveyed if they're going to turn that into a 7 plot, which we heard tonight. 3 extra houses just cause for rental property? Okay. I mean, I don't know. That's profitable. Maybe it is. I know it would be if they were buying existing property, but they have to put in the water, they have to put in the septic, they have to survey the road, whatever they configure that, they get approved by the county. It's probably going to be well and septic out there. I don't know. Also, did you notice in tonight's filming, there were houses. There was a whole bunch of dirt, but there were some houses pretty darn close. Whenever we've seen Kody pass, it appeared to be way out there in the country. Way out there in the country. So that was interesting to me too. And of course, the lot that Mary doesn't want was closest to those houses. She wants to be peaceful, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so we're gonna have to do some detective work on when Audrey and Mariah were there, so we can kind of guesstimate when we're getting to that when that wedding might be. That might be fun for us to figure out. And then when they went to make the decision, they were having the family meeting, the 4 wives and Kody, and Christine shares that she sold her house, and we see she says the kids are going to want to know when we're going to start building, and Kody starts sharing, and this is pretty much then until they are out on Coyote Pass. Kody shares his truth, and his truth is he does not want to be invested right now. He not only the one house, but then I thought about this. I mean, do you care if I share a little bit of my real world, my little bit of underbelly about me? I'm having a little trouble getting my house ready to be sold. I've been promising myself that I was going to have it ready. This will be the 3rd spring. So that means 2 years ago, I promised myself, didn't get it done. Then in the next year, didn't get it done. And now with COVID, I really, it's not pretty, guys. It's just not pretty. Well, part of the reason is too many people in the pot. Okay. When you start thinking, I think we should do this. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do that. And then you share it with your family, friends, and everybody has an idea. And they're maybe wet blanketing, or in Kody's case, wet blanketing, or they're, telling you that's not a good idea. Oh, I don't think that would be the right way to go. You start second guessing yourself, and you start going, oh, then maybe I just shouldn't. I won't even try that then. We'll leave that completely alone. And I'm not trying to shift blame to my inner circle, but with my personality, it makes me second guess what I'm doing. And thus, here's what Kody, and if I could talk to Kody and the 4 women, is no decision is a decision. Repeat that. No decision is a decision. And Mary's not making a decision. So she's holding everybody up. Okay? But there's an elephant in the room, and that is that pond. And Janelle let that slip last season. Janelle and Christine are very afraid that if Mary has that lot, did you see the drawings tonight? I should have my whiteboard again. There was 4 rectangles, and the rectangle that was Mary's, but then Robin's, has a pond on it. And then there's the trees. Mary didn't want to be in the trees. She really would like her house with a deck out on the pond. We heard that tonight. Well, Kody's going, that will piss off 2 of my wives. So no. I don't know if it was for the show that the elephant in the room didn't get talked about. He mentions it when it's his turn on the set where they talk. We don't know if Mary's been told, but we do know that I see growth in Mary, you guys. I really see maturity and growth, and like she wants to understand. I've not always been a big fan of Mary. And so when I heard last year that tri-level, two tri-level with a center in Lehigh, one wife, Janelle, had one side 6 kids. Christine had the other side 6 kids. And Mary had kind of the middle area with just Mariah. And that was hers. I mean, that was personal. That was private, not shared. Like, I believe if Christine and Janelle could have been side by side, they would have just kids commingle in whatever, where Mary didn't like that intrusion. So what we got told was Janelle's children, or Christine's, either way, had to go outside, go around the house, go in the door to the other, like say Christine's. And Mary's didn't get invaded. Well, even though that worked out for them, it didn't set well long term for those 2 women. They're afraid if Mary has the plot of land with the pond, it's not going to be shared, and they can't just go there as a communal area, which, doggone it, in my humble opinion, if they can't do one house, they should be able to share that land communally, even though by law and by plot, they would own certain parts. But it can't be like neighbors and put up a fence and say, you can't come over here. That's not very sister wivelly. New word, sister wivelly. I do make up words. Sister wivelly. Yeah. So I really, this is one of the, I hope this season answers this, that which plot's going to be for whom. I definitely think, I mean, you heard Mary, I really like the trees, and I really like it over here. It's peaceful. Yeah, but honey, if you don't know how to share, perhaps you have to pick a different lot. And isn't it interesting, if there's 4 plots, right now. That's what I saw on the map they showed. But they're talking 7 houses, so I think we need a redrawing, a surveyor. Isn't it interesting that Mary's gets to pick somehow? Waiting on Mary's answer. So if she picks that, then we're back to table scraps. Is that where we're going to end up again? I hope not. I hope not. I think it actually needs to be a discussion between Kody and Mary privately. And I think he's afraid of rocking that boat. They're kind of peaceful and it's kind of okay. We'll see. We'll see what we got many weeks to go yet on this season. So, and maybe Instagram will start showing us a little bit too in real life. We'll see. So when they went out there and we got to see Robin play peacemaker, I've seen her do this before. I've seen her do this givingly. And she said, and I wrote it down, here's my little notepad. In monogamous culture, the women compete with each other. And in polygamous culture, they're supposed to be supportive of each other if it's going right. Well, I believe that, guys. That's what it's supposed to do. Okay. We've already, I don't know if anybody's never been here on Sister Wives Night, but I couldn't do it. I can't be a polygamous wife. I'm too selfish. There's no way. But since they've chosen that culture, I guess we got to give them the options to say what they feel. And Robin said, you're supposed to share. You're supposed to be supportive. In my opinion, if you're not doing that, I don't think you're living what you're supposed to. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. That's where we get Christine, right? She's trying to rock the boat. She's not really agreeing with everything. And yet, I know she's still there. So this Utah talk hasn't happened yet. Not to say that it won't, but it hasn't happened yet. And this is at least 6 months. September to March is 6 months. So if Mary was talking about September, and then I had the thought, was it this just for filming's sake? Was it the September before? But I don't know. I don't think so. But I guess what I'm getting at is the production company shooting the thing with the family where they went last week and talked about the amendment or the bill, and that was a totally different shooting time. And then they shot out there at the woods, and then when did Mariah come? And they're just hitting different times of the year. Because I always had, I'm pretty sure last season, it at least felt like it was almost going like filming straight for 8 weeks or 12 weeks or whatever. So I'm curious to see how that ends up. I'm very curious. Oh, okay. Kody doesn't execute. He's great out of the chute. Out of the gate, he's your guy. I have a child like that, and it's really fun. He can whip up excitement over the smallest of things. He's just gung-ho. And then we get in there and execution. Well, then next thing you know, we don't finish. We're starting something else because of what holds his interest, right? I understand that. I'm really good creative thinker, and I'm really good at planning. I love the planning. I can do flow charts, and I got it all planned out. But just like getting my house ready for sale, boy, it's like harder than hard. I've lived in my house 26 years. So it's a lifetime. I mean, it's a long time. So every nook and cranny, it's just, yeah. And then add to it, I love retro, I love vintage, I love flea markets and antique shops, and yeah, love them. And I'm a creative, so I can make something out of that. Oh, it's only $1. I think I could do this with that. And in it comes. And I'm all gun ho. And I plan. It's on the planner. And squirrel, I got to do this now. What about this? So that's just me. I'm sort of hearing that about Kody. He's we're going to do Coyote Pass. It's going to be great. We're going to have the money. Our house is going to sell for this much. And he's got it going. And then, whoops, we didn't get as much for the houses. Oh, we got to pay all that money. It's huge money, you guys. It's if the houses cost them, we'll just do round figures. A $500,000 house for each gal. That's $2 million. I don't know how much I'm not an expert on any of this, but it's by the foot when you're putting in water. By the foot. It's very expensive. Very, very expensive. And you have to bring it from wherever it was left off. So if it was left off 5 miles down the road, which would be idiotic, but you'd have to pay for it. You recoup your money over time, but you still have the responsibility, at least in the state I live in. I'm guessing that Arizona is the same. So it wasn't really a surprise to me that they were being honest about Kody and his execution. We've kind of seen it, all these years. That's not a strong suit. He's a procrastinator. I forget which party it was. Remember when he was going to string the lights from house to house across the cul-de-sac? And that man waited till the last minute. And I believe he was finishing those lights like as the people were pulling in for the party. It was last minute. Well, that's poor execution. That's not his strong suit. Let's see. Oh, I got a quiz for us tonight. A little quiz. Yes. I gotta make sure where the comments are. You guys are talking, I hope. It looks like you are. Looks good. You guys, yeah, okay. So here's my quiz for tonight. We got told Robin complained that she wasn't seeing him enough, and Christine complained and said she doesn't dare say anything to him because every time she does, it kind of goes haywire. We already know that marrying him, it's real small. I don't think it's none. I think it's just like rare. Like maybe even sleeps in a different bedroom or something. I don't think he doesn't spend any time with Mary, but I do think it's, more platonic right now and has been. They got to build it back. Many people that are in monogamous relationships have to struggle too. That's just is true. You're going to have to rekindle, find that spark. And that's I think they're trying to do. But anyway, so Christine's complaining. She can't tell Kody about it because that'll cause, she already knows it's going to be trouble. Robin's saying, it sometimes goes too long. And then I get, I start to get upset. And we know Mary. So who does that leave? We got Janelle sitting holding is Kody spending most of his time at Janelle's? And when I thought that thought, I thought, you guys, it might be true. She's the least bitchy, right? I mean, seriously, she's the least complainer, the least problem. So where would he want to? I think I'll stay here another day, or I can go get that hornet's nest. I don't know. It just hit me. So, you guys, here's your quiz. I want you to tell me. Well, I guess what I want you to tell me is, who do you think he spends the most time with, or do you think it's even? So, if you want to say even, or put in the name. Okay. I kind of already told you my guess. I know this is not scientific, and I know it's not possible that I have any insight here, but it just, wait a minute. I get that. If I was having somebody that I knew be complaining at me, yeah, might take a break. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you guys, you're getting answers already. Oh, I love this. Okay. Real life with Michelle and Rob. Hi. I still vote for one house. I do too. I love that idea. BPE. Mimi of 3. If I tell you, I'll look like a coward. Okay. I'm not sure what that might not be a vote, right? That's probably not a vote. Patty, I feel like I would hang out with Janelle if I was Kody. Yeah, it just hit me. It was like, no, Mary. Robin's complaining. Janelle, Christine, where is he at? If he's not with Janelle, he's already told us no fifth wife. Is he just getting an apartment so he can be alone? He's really burnt out. You can see it. And like I started to say, and I think I said a little bit of it, when you get enough wet blankets on you, you tend to think, you second guess it. It's like, well, screw it. I guess my ideas are bad. And that's kind of what I thought I was hearing tonight. So, okay, real life says Robin for sure. Whoops, jumped. Doggone it. We were just right there. Come back. Who did I just say? Oh, there. Real life with Michelle and Rob. Robin for sure. Tia says Robin due to COVID. Oh, we got everybody's Robin. Robin. No, Robin, he was the only one is truly in love with. Okay, I'm not sure about that. I know that's what most people think. I know that, but I'm not as convinced. I'm just not. Just a small town girl. I'm stumped. Well, it was a quiz. No, and you're going to be tested later. We'll come back to it. Cindy says, okay, that's not about, okay. Hummingbird, Robin, Hoot and I, Janelle. Valerie, we have three Janelles, and we got like 100 Robins, lots of Robins. Cindy says, yeah, they were. He talked about that, and we didn't really address why I didn't have channel last year. We didn't address it. Yes, that was a battle, and you could see she was pretty upset, and he had to win that battle about buying the house, and he did. I'm not so sure that was a smart move either. Now you have a property to sell, and depending on what times there are going on, that could be problematic. I mean, when he made that decision, he didn't know there was going to be COVID. So I don't know. That could have been and still might be a bad decision. So I wouldn't have made, I'll say it this way, I wouldn't have made that decision. I would have rented until we could get Coyote Pass going. That's what I would have done. And I would have been conservative with my renting to save some money. But that's just me. Okay. Angel says Janelle. Okay. Spent his time with Robin and the little kids. Janelle says Kody wasn't coming over. Oh, yeah. That's going to happen. Eveloma, that's going to happen. I don't know. We're going to hit COVID. Hey, wait. That's a good point. Okay, let's put on our thinking caps. Last season or last week, I narrowed it in because of what they were talking about, February to March. When did COVID hit us? February and March. So here's what I'm going to say. It was September when they filmed that, September of 19. You guys, that's what we saw tonight. They when they had the fight and everything, which they had already recorded, was September of 19. So when Mary says it's September, let's table it with September 19 because it's still to come in this season. They're going to be talking about COVID. We've seen the trailers for this, right? I think that's right, you guys. Okay, that's my guess. That's my guess. That was just out of sequence as it was filmed and was put in tonight's episode. We're going to get to COVID here real soon. Also, remember I told you last week, March is Christine's and Kody's anniversary. I think it's March. It's this spring or during spring, and they go away for a couple days, and we saw that in a highlight. So it's still in the spring. Yeah, that little bit when they were holding hands and walking and stuff was the fall before, the fall of 19. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, I'm going with that till I think of it differently. If I think of it differently, we'll talk about it next week. But that's my guess. Cindy says, I would think they'd get closer again in one house. I so agree. And it's cheaper. I so agree. This Hummingbird wants one house. Yep. The kids. Yep. She would be with Janelle. Yep. And it jumped. Darn it. Sorry. At least it's scrolling back differently for me. Lots of times it jumps and I don't get a choice. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, I am. Okay. All righty. Just a small town girl. He's at the Holiday Inn. I would be too. You know, my husband's like, 4 wives? Are you kidding? That's a lot of woman to handle there, right? Oh, that's funny. Lois, he just bought the house. Yes, he did. Yes. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Hi, True. How are ya? Okay. Dominus? Demonia? Am I close? I'm not. I hate when I butcher people's names. I do apologize if I just did. Hi, by the way. I've seen you before in other chats, so I do recognize you. Okay, Mary's talking. Okay. Susan McGee says Janelle likes him as a companion. He likes her for common sense and even personality. Well, I know what you mean, but I do think they're still romantically involved. I see it. There's a spark there. So, but I do think they have built their relationship around friendship, but I do think they're romantic as well. That's just me. I do think that. It's cute when you see that little bit of sparkle. Oh, yeah. BPE. Me too. She says, BX makes me uneasy. Holy cow, you guys. Holy cow. I don't even know what to say. I'm just bringing the facts in my video. I'm going to try real hard to just keep to the facts. But I literally couldn't believe it. And when I saw it on the replay, and then he left out the extra mean stuff. Oh, yeah, well, Abraham gets us Isaac and Ishmael. That's how we got where we're at today. Yeah, it didn't work so good. Real life with Michelle and Rob. She says, I think he was in love with Mary when they first got married. I agree. And I do think there's some degree of respect or something there because she's still very important to him. It isn't that she's nothing. Like she's just the old bag or something. it matters to him that she's happy. There's still respect there. So maybe it's not in love, maybe it's love, and he cares. And since she's gonna stay, I'm gonna hope he refines love for her. And she find I think she has, though, actually. She kind of shown it. But I'm a romantic at heart. I mean, you can go back and watch my other videos on Sister Wives where I don't understand it and I can't do it. But if this is what they're gonna do, I'm I enjoy the show and I'm gonna root for what I believe if that was happening that I think I would need or would want it to be. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, Sunday nights, Sister Wives come on at 9 o'clock my time. And the last couple of weeks, we've been doing a recap of the Sister Wives. But I do other content. Yeah, I do. And I have new sources of content. Just think, whole new sources of content. It's crazy. Oh, jeepers. Just a grand. I agree with you about Janelle. She seems happiest, actually. Yes, I see it too. Oh, thank you. BP says she had some harsh words. I do too. It's so precious, you guys. Because how old is he? I think like 20, 24, 25. Is that right? Or is he a little older than that? Anyway, I definitely have children way older than him. I'm a whole generation older, obviously. So all the young people that have been covering this, they're telling me, and they will even send me messages. I'm sorry I cussed. I'm sorry I'm mad. I'm sorry I hate doing it in front of you. And it's like, I get it. I get it because my aunts or my friends that are older, there's a degree of you want to behave yourself. Sort of like it's your mom in the room or your grandma. So, but it's precious. Like, I guess they think I've never heard those words because believe it or not, I've had bad words come out of my mouth multiple times when I'm really, really angry. Really, really angry. But I didn't think of swearing the other night. I really didn't. I was so caught off guard. And it was like nitpick the littlest thing so we couldn't go forward. And it's like, I just want to say this little bit. I couldn't believe it. We spent 15 minutes on like one sentence. It was great. We got lots accomplished. Oh, that and his comment that he will give the reins over to the women. Yeah, well, I see the women taking it a lot, and I think, whoops, it's jumping. I'm sorry. I think he shouldn't be doing that. He talks about a leader needs to lead, and I think that's true. I think you'd feel more secure if you had direction, if you had a plan. And some of these personalities really do need that. I think all four of the women need that. And that's what's missing. They're helter skelter. Nobody could feel settled. Nobody could feel okay and secure. Not one. I couldn't. So yeah, he needs to not give the reins over to the women. When he said that tonight, it's like, wrong. I know why you want to. It's kind of like my thing with my house. When they start piling on that's not what you need to be doing. You should be doing this and what blanketing every idea I have. It's like, well, you know what? Screw it. Then you guys figure it out. And of course, none of them want to do. I have the elbow grease, the sorting, the packing. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be the ones that handle the garage sale but they will sure tell me if I'm doing it wrong. And I want you to know they're doing it which they think is love, but they're what blanketing my going forward. They just are. So I got Kody tonight. I got it like that hit me. I know, Kody. How many people can tell you your ideas stink before you go, okay, yeah, they probably do. You guys figure it out. But that's a mistake. He can't. He's going to have to bite the bullet and lead. That's if you guys talk to him, you tell him what he said. Got to do it. Wouldn't it be fun? Oh my gosh, would it be fun if we could really talk to him? I would love that. I'd pick his brain and say, tell me, so we can figure it out. What's going on? Okay. Hi, Heather. How are you? I feel Christine is the one that is really ready to strike out on her own. Then Mary, but we'll see. Robin is too much of a weeper for me. Sorry to say. Yeah, she does cry easily, although lately, I truly, that first segment that you guys heard of me the other night, I was tearing. I could feel it. It's like you're hurting me. You're pushing too hard. And yeah. I don't know what you've seen out there. Probably you guys seen more than I have actually. But there's people that have been talking that I was the wrong person to go there. And they're right. I was wrong, but nobody sent me. Not one person thought I should go there. It was, I'm going to show you why I went there in my video. I'll show you. But it was my own doing. And it was a mistake. It's absolutely a mistake. Won't do that again. Hi, Ashley. How are you? Remember the Sun article where paparazzi took photos of Kody with a mask talking with Janelle? I didn't see that one. I know what I've seen so far between social media and the interviews they did on Entertainment Tonight. Don't forget to go watch those. And then what we've seen for the season so far, that they're just like in my family and maybe yours too, some people took the virus much more seriously, and other people, at least I have a family member that didn't change a thing, didn't stop doing a thing. So I couldn't be by him. It's like, I'm not risking my parents and my grandchildren or whoever. I know it didn't hit children real hard, but I didn't want to risk anything. So I think that's happened in Sister Wives. We have, it looks like Janelle, pretty serious. I think Robin, and I think Mary and Christine were a little more loose. I'm not saying that they didn't wear masks and didn't follow protocol. I'm not saying that. I just think they were more open to going out, more feeling more secure, and the other two were more afraid, more timid about it. And I can't imagine that being inside a marriage, albeit there's a man and four wives in this marriage, if they don't all agree. And then Kody has to share. There is a huge problem. There's a huge problem for Kody. If he's going to go from house to house and keep a schedule, then he would have to demand that all four families agree. They all agree they're going to quarantine, or, well, maybe not quarantines if that's a bigger issue, but they're going to stay home and barely go out, maybe get some groceries, make sure you're masked, hands, all that fun stuff. Or he's screwed. He's going to make somebody sick if that happens. I mean, I wouldn't want that pressure on me. God bless it. I couldn't. I really couldn't. And see, we would not know that that's an issue. Think about that. I had to think of. I have myself. I'm the oldest in my family. My parents are still with me. Not with me. They're still here. They don't live with me. And I have two brothers younger than me. And then we have the families, and I'm older, so they're grown. And then they have children, right? So just there, I saw it happen. Imagine if you had to go to 4 different houses. This is another reason, guys. One house, all us one house voters. This is one of the, this would stay in the house. You got it. Get those groceries delivered. You're all good. Oh, jeepers. Oh, yes, Susan, that was an expensive house. And Janelle is independent. I think, to my surprise, I think they all have a very independent streak. And I would have thought they would be just submissive as all get out. But I see 4 very strong women. Yeah, I mean, I think I could be friends with all 4 of them. I really admire the qualities in them. Not every season. Sometimes I've been mad at 1 or 2 of them. Not mad, but a little irritated. Cindy, exactly right now is kind of weird, and they just buy and buy. That's always made me nervous. Yeah, renting, but he never likes that. I know. Big house, says Valerie, and out Christine next door in her own. Yeah, that's a thought, and I didn't know if that would be explored. That's a great thought. Since it's so big, the ones that want the communal living, let them. And then here's the guest house, or whatever you want to call it. Here's one for Mary, here's one for Christine, and Janelle and Robin and whatever kids are left and Kody live in the big house. I bet you if they would have proposed that, it'd been real fast. Mary and Christine would have wanted to be in there. They wouldn't want it to be so separated. It's just me off the cuff, but yeah. I don't think they'd want somebody else to have more time, and they would perceive that to be true. Just a thought. Yeah. Patty says she gets irritated by everything Robin says and does. She's so whiny. Yeah, Robin can be. I see that in spades. I love that about her, and laid back and fun, kind of fun. It goes. Smiles with Janelle. Yes. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to show you real life Michelle and Rob. Okay, I'm going to try also this week to get, I hung up too high. This was a picture on canvas from IKEA that I bought for my daughter when she started, or maybe her second year of high school, because it was like this pathway, and I thought it's inspirational to go on the path, but it goes to like a tree of life. This picture is so, can you see it? Sort of, guys, way back there. And now it's crooked. Okay. It's very inspirational, and I thought, yeah, that's perfect for my daughter in her room. She loved it too, but it was from IKEA, and my daughter's been out of high school 7 years, I think. So we're probably talking 9 years ago, something like that. And it wasn't that expensive. I mean, maybe it was $100, but this thing goes to the ceiling, and it's wide. Yeah, it's wider than my arms. It's big. So I don't know if they still carry that one, but maybe you can find something like it if you enjoy it. I've had lots of compliments on it, almost as much as I used to get on my bed. Everybody loved my bed, which I still sit in front of sometimes when I'm tired, especially. You guys are great. You're just great. Yeah, Valerie says most of the kids are going to be gone the next 5 years anyway. Yeah, within 5 years, the only ones that will be left is truly Solomon and Ariana. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. So 3 kids left to enjoy the communal atmosphere. It's kind of done. And I think that's why this is like a midlife restless time for this family, right? That Robin had dreamed of having the closeness, and it just didn't go that way. And it jumped. I think if I put my thumb maybe just a little bit too long is what happens to me, I think. Where were we? Must be here close. Okay. Almost, I think. Still seeing names. Well, we're close. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you, you guys. You're so nice. Yeah, I made the big time. I made the big time. Not for my content, for my Twitter. Yeah. I don't tweet very often at all, but I made the big time. Isn't that funny? Patty says, I think Kody should take a leadership role too, and he doesn't. Yep. He can't be like that. If this is what he wanted, then he needs to, captain the ship. You don't say, well, you guys take over second mate, and I guess she's got 4 second mates. You don't. You have to stay the captain. Hey, Pearl, how are you? Yeah. She says he's daydreaming about one wife. Can you imagine? I know, Ashley, just a tiny bit. And she didn't like what I had to say. I throw her a lot of hate. She doesn't. This was a victory lap. Don't forget that. This was her victory lap. She's high and mighty. She don't behave like that. And you guys, I don't like that for you. I've been there. You guys. Saltsy comes out this week, right? How long do you think this will be like this? This is the calm before the storm. If it's not, I will be shocked. I will utterly be shocked. But yeah, she's so happy that all the infighting. Yeah. And it's great if these people are looking and wanting to look into this. This is great. Oh, I cringe. Oh, but I'm sure most of you do too. I'm sure. He is not capable of leading. Heather thinks Janelle's the leader. I think she should be. I'll agree with that for sure. I think she should be, but I'm not sure she takes the reins. Maybe a little bit. She did pull that luncheon together to say, hey, fam. Oh, I don't want to say that. I'm never saying that again. You just saw me make a big mistake. We don't talk like that anymore in these streets. She got the family together to say, hey, family, we should be being more family-like. Yeah, so she did do that. So very good point, Heather. I agree. Oh, Pearl, all she did was say Wax. Somebody named Wax over on Twitter. He's got a beef with that says hateful things to her, about her. Truth is hateful, I guess. Yeah, even Mary says the younger generation speak that way. Did we allow the last generation change our speech? I know. We're seeing so much new in these days. PPE. He'll probably have a video up tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure he will. He's vacillating. If you watch much of it, he's vacillating. We hear he wants to rid of and all of you got to go, and this and that, and you got to go for this reason, you got to go for that reason. I don't want you here, blah, 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 blah. And he's hemorrhaging subs and views. Just it's bleeding. And then he's like, well, I I want just to have a fair playing field. And yeah, except you're mean. You have a mean streak, really deep mean streak. Okay. Hi, Michelle. Kody doesn't think through his ideas. He doesn't plan enough. He thinks he's going by the spirit when he's going by a whim. Oh, that's excellent. Because he's not making the best choices. Michelle, I see that too. I think all the women, I think most of the women, yeah, I think most all of them. I'd have to rewatch, but I remember it for sure. Janelle, Mary, and I think Christine, and I believe Robin, all said, oh, I know Robin. It's his kids. His whole life's his kids. That's what he wanted. He wanted children. And that's to be commendable as long as you can take care of them, right? As long as that can happen, then however many kids you want. As long as there's love in the home, that's all you really can ask for. Oh, thank you. Please wipe like we're getting violent here. We're bringing out the plastic spoons. Look out. Okay, he makes the best choices that are best for him at the moment. He makes them. That's what I've always believed. And he is short with all the women, and thinks that they're stupid, I think. Are we talking about Kody there? Michelle? Is that about Kody? It's a little confusing because we're talking about Kody and the problematic young man too at the same time. Heather says, Waxy, you are your own person and you did what you did, and we all learn from our mistakes. I am 76 and sure have learned the hard way a lot of the time, and you did good. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Heather, you and I, you are a little older than I am, but we can talk about that because, and anybody that's younger, I hope, can hear this. You actually do start to get some wisdom as you get older. And when I thought back on it, my heart was in the right place that night. It really was. Would I do it again? Maybe, if I didn't know what I know now. Now knowing what I know, of course not. Of course not. So when you glean some wisdom, guys, you got to remember that I will not be poking into the lion's den again. Not any one of them. I need to just do this, enjoy our time, and yeah, I knew we'd never talked before, obviously, but I also know we had talked several times in comments. And so in my mind, there was a perceived relationship. He was always nice to me, but I was always nice to him. So I thought that would carry forward. And I also thought a different set of eyes on the problem he was having, and perhaps an older generation trying to share with him what I saw happen. He wanted me to talk about what he wanted me to talk about. I was being interrogated. It was not, he kept saying, "What, just want to have a fair playing field, fair conversation?" I'm like, I'm being interrogated. You are drilling and drilling. And it's like, I'm sorry, I can't keep up. And then you tell me you started this. And then I go, you is me. And I didn't say that. I was making the example. I'm like, well, I was the example. Jeez, lighten up, dude. I didn't bring any ill wishes. I didn't bring any problems. I swear to God. It oh it was, yeah. I just want to share with you guys, you my supportive team here. Um oh no. You had the Rona? Please wife life? I hope you're fine. Oh, I'm sorry. We actually had a death in the family with the Rona. My husband's brother passed, and he was 83, and but he was of good health before he got the Rona. So we have seen it close up, and my daughter has had it, and she was in the hospital for 6 days, not with the Rona. It was like 2 months after she had the Rona, and yet I could not. You can't go in, and it's like I can't see her for 6 days. And it made me realize what it feels like, you guys, to have to say, you know, I hope you get better, love you. And then if it's bad or the Rona, that might be the last time. I mean, I just was flabbergasted what that felt like. My daughter wasn't anywhere near that sick in any way. But it still was awful. It was, I know what, just a titch what that might have felt like for the people that this has really happened to. So I agree Janelle would be the most sensible leader. Yes, Patty, I do too. I am all for people doing their own thing, but not sure I would want to. Oh, Valerie, no, sister or other cousin, uh, doesn't matter. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it a day. I the first time he's friendly to her, my skin, and that's not a good quality about me that I'm that jealous. But man, I yeah, I wouldn't like it. I would not like it. It's amazing. But see, everybody but Janelle was raised in it, so they knew the culture when as they were growing up. So perhaps if I would have known the culture, maybe this would be different. Um, the wedding may get pushed back because of how big the family is. I'm sorry, I know we're delayed here, Tia. Do you mean Audrey's wedding? Audrey and Mariah's wedding? Or, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm guessing that might be what you're talking about. Heidi, that's a lot of people to control and trust. Yeah. LRC, hi. It wasn't a mistake, Waxy, just a learned lesson. I have found myself not being able to go onto a lot of people I'm sub to. I need a mental break. There is truth in that. There is truth in that. Yeah, how did you see the live tonight where we were told she doesn't want to cover people she doesn't like? Oh, she only sort of kind of likes Jill, and a year ago Jill was the most hated one of all. Ooh, ick, Jill. She made fun of her mom blog, her everything. She ripped her apart. Anyway, the only reason there's a little bit of Jill that's okay is because she feels she's breaking away from Jim Bob, and she hates Jim Bob more. So, but she doesn't like Jessa, Ginger, Joy. She rips them all apart. She can't wait to rip them apart. And I would hate to have to cover people I don't like. I'm that's why I don't cover Janelle Eason. Anybody want to go count how many videos she's made on Janelle Eason? This is a recent discovery that she doesn't like Janelle Eason, if that's the way this is going to be worded. Just saying. Just saying. Christine says he wants us to stay home, but that's not going to happen. Patty says. Valerie says, I try to respect how others want to treat the virus and make my decisions based on that. Me too. I try. Oh, you had the Rona. Oh, real life. Michelle had the Rona. I still can't breathe. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm really sorry. I hope your doctor's really trying to get you the right treatments and everything. That breaks my heart. I hate that. Heather says, from what I hear, he stayed more with Robin because of the young kids, but Christine has a 10-year-old still. He's a selfish person, sorry to say. I have not hugged my... Oh, Heather. Oh, dear. Soon, right? Soon? We can get those vaccinations and we can hug our children again? Hoot says, so if Kody and Mary get the virus, well, then we know. That's how we're going to figure it out. Who got who and who? Then who gave it to who? Just saying, right? The Church of Kody, Lisa says. That's cute. The one house thing could lead to a lot of problems in trying to control what the other one does, even after COVID. Heidi says, absolutely. I agree with that. I've always liked all four of the ladies, says Small Town Girl. I think that Mary was probably in southern Utah at the inn. Yes, she does have her grandmother's home, right? Great grandmother's home, I think. I'm one or the other. Heather, I can't identify with Robin, but I can the other three. I like them. Me too. Well, this is a hard one because Janelle and Christine have always been my two favorites. And I've always had a little bit of trouble with Mary, just a little, but I'm starting to like her more and more. And Robin, last season, the whiny, don't want to buy the house, and we got to pray and we're going to wait, and maybe he still won't. And he's trying to make a business decision, and she's waiting on the spirit to move. I was like, Robin, your husband's trying to protect you financially. Get a grip. Quit whining. Dig deep. Just dig deep. Oh my goodness. Oh, Michelle says she knows that Southern Utah has been pretty much closed down since it's mostly older people. Okay, you must live out that direction, I'm guessing. BP, are you talking about the show? I haven't seen it in a long time. BPE, we've been talking a little, we've been interestingly weaving a little real life in with what's going on with Kody and the girls. Some of the chat has been mentioning some of the real life, and we're trying to balance both. The jewelry business for the family hasn't had new. I know, and I went looking. I was always hoping they would have like a little less expensive line. They went for really nice jewelry, like solid this and solid that, and I couldn't afford any of it. And it was like, just to have like a piece of it, I might have enjoyed some earrings or something, but they were always too much money. So I always thought, you could have both lines. You could have the high price and something that the rest of us could afford. Valerie says, I'm usually most annoyed with Mary, but so far it's Christine. Me too, Valerie. Me too. And she said last season was because of the way they edited it, made her look bad. But she's not coming across much better this season. She seems kind of whiny, poking the bear. Every week she pokes the bear. This week wasn't too bad, though, was it? This week, not so much. Lisa, can't imagine why Robin would want creepy Kody to herself. Well, yeah, I know there's a lot of people find Kody creepy. Well, hi there, Shaban. How are you? I'm part Irish. Everybody says that, right? But my grandfather, my mother's father, was from Ireland. His parents were born there. He was born here. But yeah, so what would that make me? 25%? My mom would be half. So yeah, I got a little bit, but it's nice to see you. Wow. It's always fun to hear from out of the country, right? Susan says they could have 4 houses to each other and connected somehow if they didn't want the mansion. Yeah, we could get a little creative here. Thank you for the compliments on my picture. And it jumped, and it jumped. It's always jumping. Okay. Well, that's it. Okay, I'm back to Heidi. Sorry, it jumped again. KJ talks about everybody hating her, and she can't seem to understand that we don't hate her, but she hates all the Duggars except Jill. And yeah, what that part tonight, that was hogwash. It was hogwash. She's covering people she hates. She doesn't like these. She doesn't like anybody of them. It's work. She's got to go into her job every day and cover people she doesn't care about and make fun of them. If she liked them, she couldn't make fun of them. She couldn't be so dirty. I like you, but I got to do my dirty deeds for the day. I got 3 dirty deed videos to do today. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Burb, how are you? I saw you, was it last night? One of our feeds, I think I saw you. Yeah, and obviously not all with bipolar have a bad reaction to weed. It can seem to be helping in the short term. Okay. I always love when I jump in on somebody's already conversation, but I don't know what you're going to say. So you guys enjoy talking. I'm all for that. Absolutely. A lot of issues, substance, all ending up in a toxic combination. I think I know what we're talking about. Somebody with the explosive anger, a little bit of anger management needed there. Passive aggressive much? Yeah, saw all of that. Okay. Sorry. Oh, yes, BPE. Thank you. Thank you. I wish they'd make the writing just a little bit bigger for us seniors in the back. It's like, huh, what is he saying? And I want to read it so bad. He moved talking about her. I know. Yeah. She goes, they're all removed. It's like, did you check Garfield? Huh? Did you? Because they're all over there. And 60 videos. Did I miss something? I was a sub. 60 videos? I don't believe it. I think she's exaggerating a titch. He made quite a few, but 60? Maybe. I didn't never count. I didn't count, so I don't know. I lost someone to oh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cindy. Oh, Angel. My mother, she gets her second shot on Tuesday. So that means we're like, what, 10 days to 14 days till I can be with her again? Just be with her, not you have to be so careful. My parents are in their 80s. I could not be the one to bring this ick to them and live with it. So I had to stay away because you never know when it's going to be you that has it. So, Angel, I'm so happy for you. Me too. My dad he's a week or so behind my mom. So we got a little bit to go for him, but then they'll both be vaccinated. I'm so happy about that. Can't wait. That is the saddest part of all. Oh, I know. Yeah, I think that would, yeah. My hubby and I have both had oh, good, Valerie. Our entire town has. Wow. That's amazing. Hi, Shar Truth Seeker. How are you? Hugs and heartfelt compassion to all those who've had COVID. Yeah, me too, hon. That's very true. It's hard to read and you realize, oh, some of our friends right here. And of course, right? I mean, the odds are we would be talking to somebody. Jen Jones, I just counted 30 videos done about Janelle. Really? But she doesn't do that. Forget it. Robin is a huge whiner, Michelle and Rob say. Yeah, he is losing videos. He's down, last I saw, 700. Bipolar doesn't absolve you of your actions. Heck, my recovery hinged on having consequences. Well, yeah, the behaviors are what they monitor, right? But depression, absolutely. Heather says last season, Robin needed a lightning bolt. Yeah, you were rooting for that. Oh, there appears to be quite a few people talking about the bipolar. Yeah. LCR. KJ, she was laughing because KJ said that BX didn't have any videos. Wait till she sees Garfield's site. She's in for a surprise. Yeah, she's not that dumb. She's so happy. Maybe he's seen the light. He took all the videos down because they were awful. Oh my gosh. Kody talked Robin into selling the house at a big loss. I'm sure she wanted to think that. Yeah. That whole move, we watched it in real time. It was like, what? Why? Aspen was like, Mom, what are you doing? You're moving X amount of hours further away. I think it was 4 more hours. And Aspen and her husband were moving the other direction. So it was like 8 hours or something crazy. But they have so many children, with 18 kids, somebody might be moving away, right? You can be with them after the second shot. Yeah, Heather. Yes, I will wear a mask. I'm not going to risk it. Oh, you help take care of your dad, right, Angel? He's 85. My dad's 82, I think. My mom's 81. I'm happy that your mom, Dad. Me too. Yes, I can't wait. Heidi, I saw that when I popped on and I scrolled up. Oh, he uses a couple of names. I was yelling at True Ball of Wax that he was here. Oh, well, I know he says he's. Yeah. Hi, Batman. Whoa. Whoa, and I didn't catch it. You guys, I didn't. I'm just talking. Hope you like Sister Wives. You can't make this stuff up. That's right. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to watch this when we get done. See what I was saying when he was, but he could be here right now. Just not talking to us. Batman, why don't you say hi? We've been talking about Robin all night. Say hi again. I promise I won't treat you the way you treated me. I'll give you more respect than you gave me. How about that? That's what he said to me when he had me mute. I'll unmute you and I'll give you more respect than you gave me. Yeah. And by the way, everybody, those of you that don't go on channels and go on broadcasts, when you are timed out, it's for 300 seconds, which is 5 minutes, that you are muted in typing. It's no different than muting me. And he was ranting about how he didn't do anything. Like I didn't get any of that treatment. He'd been muting me. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's one for the records. That's probably going to get a video made about how Batman swooped in. Oh my God, and I knew that. I didn't know he would come into the comment. I was nice to him. I said hi. I know, Hoot. Doggone it. He's laughing. He's probably doing a stream right now. Anybody want to go check for me? He's doing a stream laughing his ass off that he came in and I didn't notice. The old lady, the 80-year-old lady. You should have seen the chat. They thought I was 80. Somebody said, "Oh, I think she's 50." And another person goes, "Oh, that's a hard 55." I'm like, "Well, guys, I'm in my 60s, so maybe I look good if you think I'm 55." Just saying. Oh my God, you guys, you were here for it. You were here for momentous. Batman came into Wax's channel. What'd she do with it? Did she kick him out? Did she time him out? No, she didn't even notice. She's so gullible. Oh, I can just hear it now. I can't win. You guys, I just can't win. Yeah, I know, Cindy. Oh, you guys. I can't believe it. I really can't. I can't wait to see what I was saying. Do you guys remember? Well, I've said things tonight, but I didn't lie. I didn't say anything that I wouldn't wanted to said right in front of him, because he mishandled me. He misjudged what he was doing, and I did come over there to think I could help. That's my naivete, that I thought since I liked him, he might like me. I didn't think it through. I just didn't. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Thank you, Heidi. Wait, Heidi, did you have to time him out? Did that happen? Because that will be fodder. That will be talked about. If you had to, I don't blame you or anything. I'm totally in your corner. You know that. But just wondering. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Think about that too. Wait a minute. There's more to this story. If he came in under Batman, how is that any different that I went in many times? Although I wasn't going in to spy or anything. I was a sub. Just using my real name, not Batman, Batgirl. I was me as my real name. What the heck, you guys? Somehow that was really just terrible of me. Do you want to hear the names? This is going to be in my video. Do you want to hear what I was called that night? This list is this long. These are the names I was called. I was a henchman. I was horrible. I was a Karen, doubled down on Karen several times. Sicko, weirdo, whack, stupid, dum-dum, dumbass, idiot, liar. That also was doubled down on multiple times. Entitled, disgusting, crazy, disrespectful, and a hypocrite. And I haven't even watched the whole thing replayed yet. Yeah. And where's the receipts? How many names did I call him? Anybody? Anybody got a guess how many names I called him? It's 0. 0 names. Yeah, that is funny, Batman and Robin. We've been talking Robin all night. He probably thinks we're talking about that. Oh, I know, Chartreuse Seeker. I know. And I was already sub when that happened. And I was like livid with her because we could all see that she lies about everybody. And she lied on him. And it was wrong. And I did feel for him as he was sad fishing, which he doesn't allow on his channel. There's no sad fishing on his channel. Yeah, I saw that. And I get it. Yeah. Well, you don't know what's honest because he's saying over and over again now that he's meaning to do this. So I was just collateral damage. He wanted to show people so people would leave. He said that. I'm going to be meaner. But I hadn't heard that yet. I was collateral damage for his purposes to get rid of people, is what he's trying to say. Oh, I wanted it this way. But not really. You know, he's going to be nicer. He's going to be the PG version now. We're going to get PG version. Oh, Heather said, see, somebody told me it was 300. One of the subs told me that over, well, I don't even remember now. I've been on errands, I've been on Reds, I've been on T-Spiracies. I've been making the rounds because of my dear Charlotte, but yeah. I was told it was 300 seconds, but maybe there's a version. Maybe your first time out's 30. You know how you up the ante a little bit? Maybe you get to 300. Oh, thank you, Ashley. I'm not even trying to be funny. If I'm funny, I'm just, yeah. Oh my gosh, Heidi. He was, oh, that's true. You know what? If I wasn't so, I can't, there are things I could say to help redeem him. As in some of the points that he had. If you watch that video, I said you may have a point, but I wanted to say something first, and I was going to address the point, but you cut me off, so I never got to say that. And he doesn't care that I said you may have a point, but let me say something first, and then let me talk, and then I could have told him, because he's not 100% in the wrong, and maybe if he could have heard that there was a couple things he did right, but he doesn't deserve it now. He doesn't deserve Dr. Wallowwax, Dr. whatever he called me. You're going to help BX? Yeah, you're going to help me? Laughing at me, making fun of me, mocking me? No, nope. You find somebody else that wants to be your friend. Not me. Not me. He can be insightful. I agree. I totally agree. That's why I was subbed to him for so long. What I really enjoyed was the vintage television show thing he did. Right. Okay. Valerie says everything said here was good feedback for him. That's right. Maybe. Lisa, what a jerk. You aren't you lucky? Yeah. That's quite a list. In my life, I don't think I've been called that many names. And it was all in what? 30 minutes, roughly? All those names. But he's nice. Yeah. Everyone's a Karen or a sad fish. Yeah, I know. He really laying that on. Yes. Oh, that's so good. LRC. I often tell people that look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. If you can look yourself in the face and say what you're saying, then I guess you're good. You're golden. It's your truth. But if you can't, perhaps you might want to change a few things. Yeah. Cindy is his mom. Is he close with his mom? I don't even know. I've never heard really. I was trying to think if he ever talked about like a girlfriend or family. I don't know. What's his situation? I have no idea. Thank you, Heidi. You know, you guys have been awesome. Truly. Very. I've gotten, I don't, it's hundreds and hundreds. It could be close to 1,000, I'm guessing, of people that have reached out to me. It's been overwhelming. lots of people I didn't know, and of course, lots of people I do know that I've been the community here with. Thank you, Ray Ray. Yeah, we're all Karens. Yeah, and I can take a joke too. I can laugh. Yeah, he was. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ray Ray. That means a lot. Yeah, put a mirror up. Well, isn't that what she's doing most of the time? The camera? Let's see. Is this just right? I'm self-soothing tonight. Oh, give me a break. It's a bad habit. It's not self-soothing. Oh my gosh. I don't have merch yet, but last night it was decided I'm going to make something about Miss No Receipts. I think I should capitalize on being called that name. I forgot that's one of my names, Miss No Receipts. What I'm trying to work on is figuring out how to make an attractive ball of wax. I don't want it to look anything like a crystal ball. And I've been drawing it out. The way I would create a painting is I draw it first, and then I will add the color. So if it turns out, it might be, something on a shirt, something, but that's about True Ball of Wax. And then of course I think I could put up, Slayed by the Bully Slayer. Although I want to say that positively. I survived being slayed by the Bully Slayer. Yeah. I'm just teasing. I don't know if I'm going to use that, but I do think I might use the. I know. I didn't call him any names. Thank you, Chartreuse Seeker. Cindy, he acts like he should put our humanity aside. Yeah. Narcissists are in love. Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Narcissus was looking in that reflection. Oh, look at me. I can't take it. Yeah. Ray, that's right. And I would too. If this happens to me and all of a sudden they're just falling, well, I think I might tell you guys the truth. Like, I screwed up and I lost a bunch of people. They're PO'd at me. I mean, you might tell the truth, not, I planned it this way. That's what I've been going for. No. Mm-mm. Oh, it was Julie. Oh, okay. LRC. I knew one of the mods, and Julie's a mod. 300 seconds. That's where I heard it. Thank you. Heidi says it's 300 also. Okay. 2021 is the year of the messy truth. It's nasty and explosive, but the truth and true colors are coming out, says Burb. Yeah. Heather got 30 seconds. Heather, which you were naughty in a stream? Heather. So not like you, right? Heather and I get along great. We get, right? And we don't always agree, and we get along great. I enjoy her company. I hope she enjoys mine. I did go there to be nice, LRC. Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem. He was being him. And that's what I should have tried to pay more attention to. I know that some of the videos came across my, my recommendations or whatever. And for whatever reason was going on at the time, I didn't watch them. I didn't catch them. And I've already reached out to Radiant Brit that I'm sorry. I was a sub at the time and I didn't watch it. And it's not that I didn't believe you. It's that I didn't watch it and didn't see it. And now that I've seen it, what's the matter with me? Why didn't I catch these things? Forewarned, as they say. So I screwed up. He's gotten worse and worse. That's what I'm hearing. And he's on 24/7. He's just making people mad. Yeah. You can even hear me on T-Spiracy's. Well, you'll see two things on T-Spiracy's video that night. Two things from me. Well, one, I talked about how I liked him and I subbed and he's funny and all that. But you'll see in the comment section that I asked him if we could talk. You'll see it. This is like 2 hours before I went on his stream. And I wanted to talk to him about Sloan. Not about it, not about AZ or anything. Because I saw some things I wanted him to know. Just so that he knew it. Like, hey, I wanted you to see something. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't know a friend from a hole in the ground. What I do with him if he's one of my students? Well, I tell him to take his turn in talking. You let someone finish their sentence, and then you talk. Because you don't know where it might be going. You never know. You don't assume. You let that person finish, and then you talk. And I know I was butting in as he was saying terrible things. Look, fam, they just want to come on here and not let me speak. They're going to shove their opinion down my... I'm going, no, that's not why I'm here. No, I'm trying to tell him. Mute. No, it was a disaster. It was a disaster. Ah. No, Ray, he did not. You're right. Yep. I want to see the receipt I would ask for is, where did I say anything negative to you, BX, in that whole flippin' video? And the thing about me going over there, there's a reason behind that. And I'm going to point it out in my video. And he went from AZ stream back to streaming on his without a single receipt. He didn't have receipts. But he went on his, and why would he feel comfortable with that? Because he doesn't think he's lying. He just lived it. He's going to report what he just lived, just like I did. And he's, oh, I'm so awful. No, I'm not. Oh, thank you, Chartreuse Seeker. Yeah, I am allowed. To be me. Yeah, like I was saying the other night that, you could vote Flintstones or Jetsons, prehistoric or future. Because that was something he was doing, and I enjoyed that. No more. No, that was filmed. Oh, right, Christy. Right. That's what we were trying to figure out. Exactly. We arrived at that finally. I don't know if you saw us, but as we were working through that was filmed in 2019. Yes. Oh. BX, aka Batman, won't show his face. I need a mask. Oh, I love Reagan trying to use Salts as a shield when Salts clearly loves the digging and commentary when it benefits him and not when it points out a mistake of his. And that's part of the problem. Absolutely. I'm hoping, I'm really, really hoping that when he comes out this week, we're going to get to the end of this. That we will hear whatever the IT guys or the investigation or the FBI has uncovered, so that both Twitter and YouTube will hear what's been going on behind the scenes. Because there's plenty going on, guys, that's not public. And it's not big, it's not huge, but it's enough. And what Charlotte's been through, she has the right to ask the questions. There's my rant on that. These things just get like, oh, yeah, he doesn't talk about, I'm wondering what's up with that LRC, no family, or just doesn't, maybe they've asked him not to talk about him. I don't know, but mothers would die knowing, oh, I know. I think he'd get a good talking to. You don't talk to people like that. You don't talk to, now, I know, since he didn't know me, he didn't know that I was an elder, but he was playing the race card left and right. And yet I was being age shamed. It was like, really? I'm not only a woman, and that's less than. And then I was older, so then we make fun of that. The childishness of pulling that screenshot of me, I was like, you dirty dog, you know what you're doing, and this is meanness disguised as humor, because he knew that would be hurtful, and so he did it. I mean, it's like, and it was on my page. It absolutely was there, and my son, honest to God, told me the day before, take it down. And it wasn't like, he didn't say it like that. He's just like, Mom, you have one of those thumbnails. Can you change it up? It's not your best. Like, I know which one you're talking about, but see, it was the real thing. And I wasn't ashamed. And I never thought anybody would weaponize it. But Aaron pointed out that a lot of the KJ community weaponizes and uses bad screenshots of our favorite person. And I'm like, that's true. That's true. I haven't yet. I have some saved in my photos that aren't very flattering, but I haven't used them. But so to that extent, if I'm in the community and I'm dumb enough to leave that not so nice picture of me, I could have changed it the day before. My son mentioned it. And I didn't think once I just stopped and I kept going with the rest of my day after we got off the phone, and I didn't go do it. And it would have taken 2 seconds, you guys, and it would have been there. But no, another lesson learned, another lesson. Oh, thank you, sweet tea. Thank you. The way he spoke to you was hateful. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Hi, Kiki. I did. Kiki. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. She was had a soft spot for Charlotte, which was redemption for her, because it's really good politics that she is on the side of Charlotte, because the people that were mean to Charlotte, Katie hates with a passion. So that was really good politics on her part. Really good. Yeah. If she's to the point, and you know, Charlotte will make the call, but if she's to the point that she's going to be friends with Charlotte, there is a new girl in town. She tried to play that tonight, but tonight was a victory lap. That's what tonight was. Kiki, she was trying to let us all know she's gloating in the fact that we're imploding. And we can't blame her. It looks bad right now. We've had weeks and weeks and weeks where we looked good, but when Reagan went ridiculous, spazzing out over somebody she doesn't even know. Think about that. Doesn't know, never heard of, doesn't talk to, had a somewhat of a relationship with Charlotte, and we all do. We see her every day. Who should we protect? And also, and I made this point every time I could speak on the panels, and I don't mean this meanly, but if you're so fragile that you would take your life over someone writing burn you alive or something, that you don't belong here. You need to take a break and stay away from our community until this part of the lawsuit isn't about you anymore. My friends and my family would not let me stay on here if I was suicidal. And well, why? What's going on? Well, this YouTube thing and this Twitter. And what do you think the first thing my friends and my family would say? You all know. You don't have to push those buttons. You can take the app of YouTube off. You can take the Twitter app off. You do not have to go there. If it's affecting your mental health that you're suicidal, you should not be here. I'm sorry. It's a free place. You can come wherever you want. But That's not right. That's not right. It's going to be talked about. It's going to be talked about. No, guys, I did it again. A little bit of rant. What time is it? Oh my gosh, guys, how do we do this? We stay up forever. Yeah, I know why. I tell long stories. I don't seem to have a Reader's Digest of anything, everything, because I tell everything. I know. I know. Burb says, unfortunately, it's been a few. I'm so worried he's going to keep doubling down in this week's filings. Worried for the case and for Charlotte. I know. I know. I know, Cindy. And I'm not racist at all, not even a little bit. So for him, he was playing it left and right. I have that all written down too, the things he said. He took, I was scared because it was bullying before I even got in the broadcast studio. And just as I had to push the button live, it was like, maybe you shouldn't do this because they're not welcoming to you. They are making fun of you. Just like this chat here, you guys right now, any one of you, scroll back as far as you can scroll. See how far back you can go. I may be wrong. Maybe it's just me, but I can only scroll X far back and then it stops in a live chat. So if something an hour ago was said, I don't think you can scroll back an hour ago to read it. So it hadn't been that long, but his chat was moving. The link was gone. And his mod kept saying, BX, I can't drop the link. Hey, she can't get the link. I can't drop it. Can you drop it? His mod said that at least 2 times that I saw. Because I'm waiting to get the link. Has he spoken up for me yet? That's what happened? No. We want to leave it lie the way it was, and the chat's now gone. I can't prove any of this. You just, I'm just telling you the truth. I know. Yeah, you know what? That's just the truth. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad to have you, BPE. That's wonderful. We don't always talk sister wives, but even when we do, we tend to veer off. LCR, a lot of people. In fact, if you watch the very tail end of AZ's live that night, I'm in the panel, and that's what they were talking about. That's why. Now, everybody read Elsie's comment. I'm not saying this to excuse his action, but there's something wrong. And they were talking about that. And my heart went to who I thought we could be friendly, not friends. No. I thought perhaps someone older with different pair of eyes could maybe shed some light. Maybe. And then he mocked me for that. Oh, you gonna help Big BX? You Dr. Ballwax? It's like, I did think I could come help. I didn't know if it would work, but I wanted to try because all the people on that panel were talking about that. That's exactly what they were talking about. And that's why I went over there. My notifications, because I'm a sub, it was right there. There was the link. I click it. I'm over at BX. Took nanosecond. Hi, Lana Banana. How are ya? But 6 weeks ago, she had no idea who Charlotte was. Well, she's been reading up. She's been doing her homework, doing some studying. You know, she is a research journalist. I can't even say it with a straight face. Oh, gosh. Okay, Heidi, that's it. Yes, I know that's true. Okay, to scroll further back, you have to move the video clock backwards until it lets you. So if this was a regular stream, like when we get done, this will drop in as a video. At that point, if I don't alter it, you're going to get the full live chat, right? As long as I allow that, then I will allow that. If you are 10 minutes in and you want to see the chat back, you have to move it back. If you want to see the chat further, you got to move it that way. But right now in a live, you can't move me. You can't move me back, can you? If you can, then I will be learning something right here on the spot. I don't think you can move my clock back until I'm done. So here I am on a panel with my lonely, trusty phone, and I'm supposed to grab a screenshot. It's like, well, crap. If as long as you drop the chat with the video tomorrow, I will be able to show you the truth. I'll be able to give it to you, BX, and I will give it to you. But as soon as we were done, he can see his whole chat. As soon as we're done tonight, guys, I can see my whole chat. I can go all the way back. So could he. So as soon as he saw what I said happened, that stuff got clipped out. It's gone. It's gone. Hey, Batman. Any chance it's in your trash can yet? Did you take out the trash? Because if it's in your trash can, you could be just a titch honorable and show us that chat. Show them that really did happen. I didn't make that crap up. That there's receipts. Just a thought, Batman. By the way, you're not old enough to live this, but I did. I had Batman, and my dad bought us a color television. First one on the block, and we were poor. But my dad, he was a stepdad. My real dad passed when I was a real little girl. And that stepdad bought me and my other brother wasn't here yet, color television for our family. The entire neighborhood came over to our house for Batman on the same Bat channel. Yeah. And then the next night we could watch Batman. Same Bat time, same Bat channel. Yeah, you're not old enough, BX, but I was there for the original Batman. Just so you know. Older people do know some things. Okay, no, you can't. That's why a lot of people have two streams. Okay, LRC. So if I did have, like, the night that this all happened, when we were being told that BX went back over to his own channel and he was streaming AZ. We were being told that. So while I was on the panel, and by the way, I know there is a way. Some of the people that are on a panel, maybe it's the second screen idea, they can see the chat, but I can never see the chat. I don't know if some of you probably met me on Red's channel a long time ago, like November, October. I could never see the chat. I would be talking like this and I couldn't see the chat. So you don't know what to respond to. Some people are talking to you. It's like, hey, Wax, what about this? Or hey, Red, or hey, Dottie. And I couldn't read it. So all that stuff went by until the next day when the chat would drop and I could see it. So I believe, here I am on his panel with my phone and I can't see chat. Oh, wait, I was on Aziz's panel. I can't see chat. So I ran real quick, grabbed my husband's phone. He was sleeping. And so I could see, oh, wait. Okay, it doesn't appear that they are streaming us. And, oh, look what the chat just said. They think we're idiots. So I went back and told them at the very last end of that video, you'll hear me say that. Real close to the end anyway. But yeah. And I know one mod, she lives near me, and if she was there that night, she would have changed things up. Oh, that would be nice. That would have been great. Avalone, I quit watching BX. Lots of people have told me that they see. That's when I realized, hey, Coolest, everybody else caught it with Brit, and I missed that video, and I don't know what was going on. I'll have to see the date and see what my own calendar, but because sometimes you're not every day at YouTube. There's other things in your life, and maybe that just was when I was kind of on a hiatus or something. Because yes, I'd heard wind of something between him and Britt, but I didn't know about the video, and I have since told her how much I appreciate it and how much I should have caught that video. I feel bad I didn't, because I would have been at least warned. And that's true for Amanda Pants too. Amanda Pants or just Amanda Pants? Anyway, that young pretty girl that does videos. So, hi Jennifer. Someone that posted a video against TS and minimizing your being attacked accidentally showed he was wrong and didn't even realize it. Her clip had acknowledging he was streaming her live. Oh, okay. Someone that posted a video against T-Spiracy and minimalizing your being attacked accidentally showed he was wrong. Okay, any chance you can either tell us that here where I could see that, or maybe you could email me that, Jen, so that I could see that accidental exposure? I would be interested, because that's what we were told. And that's why I checked. Oh, oh yeah. Yeah. This has been an issue for me since I started, because I don't agree with lots of things. I've said this every time with the Duggars, but it's not what she says either. And so I'm walking a careful line, because I'll be darned if I'm going to validate or make, if I had to say, oh, he goes barefoot in winter. And they're like, ha ha, that's funny, that's terrible. But I don't want to add to it, and yet I'm going to need to. I'm Jim Bob is not perfect. Not even. No, he loves his children. I believe that. He loves Michelle, and I think he tries to do a lot of good, but he also has some things, like he's extremely stingy. My daughter-in-law lives her where she grew up, less than 10 miles from them. So I know some of the stories. I'm not clueless, but yeah. That her tea's not right. Thank you for noticing. Ah, well, Valerie, that's good instincts. He's not our attorney. He's not Charlotte's attorney. So he's here to win a case. That's his only job. That's it. Not to make us happy, not to tell us the information sooner than we wish, or sooner than later. Yeah. Oh, Jennifer says it was deleted already. Oh, shoot. Anybody got a screenshot? Anybody got a receipt? Thank you, Laura. Thank you. I was trying. I really was, but it was difficult. Difficult. Right. Okay, I get it. Yes, Jennifer. Yes. 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 Everybody there was led to believe that. Yes. Well, you were there, right? We've talked. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. Lawrence, well, you're kidding. Cindy, come next week for Sister Wives. I have to show you something. You're going to crack up. Send me a DM on Twitter, Cindy, so I can message you in case you've given me an idea for a stream. In case I do it before next Sunday night so that you can be there. She says, the Lord's, you must have said some other shows I missed, I'm guessing, because somebody said they loved the shows too, to you. Right here, Cindy D loved them shows. And now she says, Lawrence Welk show, Good Times, The Jeffersons, All in the Family. Oh my gosh, these are my years. Oh, I love those shows. Oh, I've watched every episode. Every episode. See, that's the problem with me. I'm a vintage person. So if you wanted to ask me what's going on Blacklist this week, I don't have a clue. Blue Bloods, don't know. You want to talk 40 years ago? That's what BX and I had in common, you guys. He likes that stuff too. Okay, maybe not Lawrence Welk. We might be going too far, but I bet you he likes Good Times, The Jefferson. Well, I know he does. Correct me if I'm wrong, Batman, but didn't you do a quiz one time? Or one of those, what do you call it? Poll? Jeffersons or Good Times? I'm close. Might have been a different show, but I'm close. Yeah. I never knew his channel. I didn't participate. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Oh, golly. Okay, wait. What are you saying? Hoot says, my parents watch that every Saturday night. I don't know which one. Oh, Lawrence Welk? Smiles. Now I watch and tear up happily at the memories. Oh, I know, hon. I know. But you're living through her. I mean, you're bringing it through her. That's good stuff. Yeah, we were really lucky with that color TV, but the whole neighborhood was like every little kid in my one block area was in my parents' living room. Batman in bat color. Holy cow. And then Lawrence Welk, all those pretty costumes. And now when I look back, it's all cheesy. I get it, but not when I was a little girl. I'd sit there glued to those, how pretty the women, and they'd sing. I'm sad. I know it. I own it. I am old and I get it. And yeah. But whatever you guys are watching now, you young people might be watching tonight. Probably not a lot of you, but if there's young people, whatever you're watching, that will be you 40 years from now. You're going to be going, oh my gosh, remember, just like we're doing reminiscing right now. So every Saturday night was Lawrence Welk. Oh, that's what you meant, Hoot. I'm sorry. I get it now. I got Waltons. Oh, yes. Every episode. I loved that show. Oh, Maude. Oh, golly, Maude. The sarcastic, wisecracking, take no crap Maude. She kind of brought a little of that over to Golden Girls. A little bit. She wasn't quite as much, but oh. Love American Style. Truer than the red, white, and blue. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm done. I thought that picture was embarrassing. Me trying to sing? Starsky and Hutch. I love it. Oh my gosh. I should start a new channel. Tom Jones. Engelbert Humperdinck. Oh man. I had an aunt that was in love with Tom Jones. Oh my gosh. The Bob Newhart show, which then became the Newhart show, which then one of the best scenes ever, Suzanne Plachette coming into Newhart. That was awesome. Oh, the bubbles. Yep, there were champagne bubbles for Lawrence Welk. That's right. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn, Sonny and Cher. Oh, we had to watch Sonny and Cher. Literally. Yeah, I was like in maybe middle school then. And I mean, Cher was like, oh my God. In fact, funny story, I changed my name to just a one short word to be that. I'll just say, and I'll just be that to be like her. Yeah. Benny Hill. Oh, my husband loves Benny Hill. Loves Benny Hill. And my husband's a little bit older than me, not a lot, but a little bit. So he's even, he goes back just a little bit more. It's kind of fun. Yeah. The Munsters. Oh, I love the Munsters. Yeah. I wasn't so much an Addams Family though. Isn't that funny? If both shows they never did go head to head, but if they had, I'd have been a Munsters girl. Other people would be Addams Family. Yeah. Oh, Daryl, my other brother Daryl. I love it. You guys are great. Tie a ribbon around the old oak tree. Hi, Craig. Waxy needs to be shared. I'll try. I'll get one of those wigs. Who can we have play Sunny? I'm not really tall, and I'm really not slender. So I might have to have Sunny be tall and slender. No, I don't know. I'm just making it up on the fly here. Oh, you guys are great. I had an aunt that was in love with Elvis, and she would 100 if she was alive. She would say, Elvis, my Elvis. Oh my gosh, yes. My aunt also was in love with Elvis. And what I remember is for a while when my father passed away, she lived with us. And she had a record player, and the record player, she had 45s of Elvis, Hound Dog, all of them. Don't Be Cruel, all of them. And then she also had, shoot, the Jersey Boys on Broadway, Frankie Valli. And they had Big Girls Don't Cry and Sherry Baby. Okay, I can't sing. My artistic talent is painting, not singing. I don't need anybody parroting my singing. No, we're not going to do that. Charlie's Angels. Oh my gosh. I at the time really liked oh shoot, not Sabrina. The other Jacqueline Smith played her. I can't remember her name. But after watching reruns, I kind of like Farrah's replacement, Cheryl Ladd. I still think she's really pretty, really pretty. Yeah. Oh, Elvis would be 83 right now. Wow. Wow. I Dream of Jeannie. Yeah. Oh, Romper Room. Jacqueline. Oh my gosh. Yes. Felix the cat. Felix the cat. The wonderful, wonderful cat. Whenever he gets in a fix, he reaches into his bag of tricks. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm vintage. There's no doubt. I can't fake you guys. I am vintage. And Romper Room. I can't tell you my real name, but it's not a normal name. So whenever we'd have the mirror, and there's Tommy and Susie, and she'd be doing all the kids out in TV, never said my name. Not once. Not once. Because it's a weird, well, I don't want to call it weird. It's unusual. It's different. It's eclectic. It's something. But this is a hoot, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know. Police wife life. Me too. Time for night. But this has been great. 8-track player, Cindy. Yes. Oh, and Shirley Temple. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. I love that little girl. Yep. Okay. So, oh, what about Mission Impossible with they'd light the fuse. And this is your assignment if you so choose to accept it, and then it would be gone. Because you can have evidence. You couldn't have screenshots on Mission Impossible. No screenshots allowed. No. No. Oh, you had a record player with an 8-track combo. Are you kidding? You were living it up. Oh, you did, Little Red. We've been talking about old TV shows in honor of me sharing that the Bully Slayer, Batman, likes that vintage stuff too. And I was like, well, see, I could go toe to, oh my gosh, sorry, I'll finish my sentence. I could go toe to toe to him on old shows. It's one of the things I liked about him when he talked about that stuff, because I know Helga. I know who Helga. I had kids. These were on my TV. But Donna Reed. Oh my gosh, you guys were done. Hoot said it. Get Smart and Agent 99 too. Yep. Donna Reed, Shelley Fabre playing Mary. I thought that when I was going to grow up, that's what life was going to be like. You'd wear your pretty dress with your little cardigan with the snaps that went across like that, and of course your hair perfect, and you'd get boyfriends, of course, no problem. They're just which one, Tommy or Davy? I don't know. Which one am I going out with this week? And then I grew up, and it didn't work like that. They fooled me, but I loved that show. I loved it. But we are going to have to absolutely 100%. Okay, guys, listen. This is and Uncle Charlie. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is your assignment if you should so choose to accept it. Family Affair. Oh, I love that show. Oh, wait a minute. Jen has it. Okay. Your assignment, if you should so choose it, is next week. Come back with your favorite show. What was your favorite show? I'll figure out something else I can bring to the table, but Jen has it. With my all-time favorite show was My Three Sons. I loved that show. Maybe this just hit me. Actually, I never thought of this, but maybe because my father had passed, he was such a great father. He was such a good father. It was such a wholesome show. Oh my goodness. I loved that show. Dark Shadows. Oh, you guys are great. Oh, that's so fun. Saved by the Bell. Oh, I love those kids. Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Oh, Little Red. Any of you, are you aware of Discovery Plus? You can watch so many shows for $4.99. It's a deal. It's a steal. Heidi says Bewitched. Oh, I love that show. You guys are so Dark Shadows. That was so scary, and I was intrigued. Oh my gosh. I don't like scary movies, and I never have, but Dark Shadows, there was that kind of mystery, love, romance, soap opera thing. Oh, I loved it. Who's the boss? Brady Bunch, you guys. Well, this is just too much fun. We may have to do some, I don't know. We got sister wife content, but we really veered, didn't we? Everybody, we can say, oh, Trapper John, and you, oh, yes. What was his sidekick's name? He was nice looking. Do you remember him? I can't think of it. Yeah, I come home from school to get to Dark Shadows. Me too. It must have come on like right after 3. Run to get Dark and Barnabas. Yep. You guys all know. Oh, this is too fun. It is just too fun. Anyway, tonight's stream was brought to you by BX Beast Boy, because without him being a jerk to me, we wouldn't have been talking about him in any way tonight, and I wouldn't have been bringing up his retro television and Marcus Welby. Oh, Full House, Growing Pains. Yes. Oh my gosh, both of those. Charles in Charge. Oh my gosh. You are, but you're not. You're not as old as me, hon. But Charles in Charge. What was it about that show? But I did. Oh, an American Bandstand. Oh my gosh. Remember, I don't know about you, but I'd get in front of the TV and try to dance like those kids did. Let's see if I can make a move. I don't know if I can make a move. So we Punky Brewster. Yeah. Wait, it's getting a reboot? Is it going to be her? Yeah, Angela and I shared birthday. Well, we're a day apart, but we shared birthday. We were birthday girls this weekend. Oh, this was just the Doctor's Emergency Mod Squad. Holy cow. There was no one cooler than Peggy Lipton. Nobody cooler. See, that we could maybe, this is what we could, I could put together a little, Peggy Lipton or Cher. You have to think about that. And the guys, we could have so much fun. So your assignment is come back, think real hard, and then you'll share with me next week your favorite TV show. And who am I bringing? Who was it Jen? I think it was Jen. I'll look in the chat. That Lawrence Welk. I got something to show you. You guys are going to really crack up. You're going to get to know me just a little bit better. I have had more fun tonight than I've had in a long time. And I can't thank you because it's been a bummer since the other day. I wasn't sad fishing because I wasn't talking about it. I think you have to talk to be sad fishing, but I did get my feelings hurt. I did, but I have nobody to blame but myself. I should not have done that. Gotta know who you trust. Gotta figure out before you do that. And there is very few people. Oh, Cagney and Lacey. Oh, come on, you guys are so good. You are so good. What was the piano lady? I can see her. Big blonde hair. I can't think of her name. Anyway, what was I saying before? Okay, when you got to stick with the subject here, Waxy. I don't know what I was saying. I completely lost it. Squirrel. See, squirrel. Off I go. Next, who's got what right here? Scott. Who said that? Scott Baio was hot. Was that Red? Who said that just a minute ago? It jumped on me. It was you, Red. He was the babysitter. I always liked his sidekick. He was on, just a minute. 8 is Enough. 8 is Enough. And then he went over to Charles in Charge. Do you remember him? I always thought he was kind of a cute guy, too. Oh, I don't know about that, guys. Vintage photos of me. I don't know what I got, but yeah. Maybe. Oh, Hee Haw. I had an uncle. That was his favorite show. Hee Haw. And wasn't that on Saturday or Sunday night? I think Saturday night. Because whenever we would be there for the weekend or whatever, everything stopped for Hee Haw. But it was really fun. It was stupid, but it was a really fun show. Plus they would sing. Got a bonus. Oh, you guys. This has been so fun. And if I didn't have to get them tomorrow, we'd keep going. So it'll give us something to look forward to next week. How about that? And I will try to come back with answers to these important, very important investigative questions, like what's the name of the piano lady on Lawrence Welk? Okay, part two of your homework, guys. You're bringing me back your absolute favorite show and actor or actress, and it doesn't have to be in the same show. How about that? That'll be fun. I can't wait till next Sunday now. See, something to look forward to. So thank you for coming. I really, really, if you guys could have been with me all week, and not all week, the past 3 days, but the comments and there's some sweet people. There's a couple girls that, I'll just say this. When this all went down, and the reason I stayed that night, I had started to cry. I knew you couldn't quite tell, but yet you kind of could. And I thought, there's no way that I want that to be the end of this. I have to fix it. I'm not going to let him get to me to that level. Think of it as your workplace. That's kind of what this is. And we're kind of co-workers. And I wasn't going to let him have that. You're not going to make me cry. So I stayed trying to redeem myself, and it only got worse. So I should have left right then and there. And one of these young girls made that call. That's in her analysis of what went wrong. She's like, she didn't know me from Adam, but she said this lady should have left her right there. And she's right. I should have. But that's history, and it's over, and I won't be the fodder of conversation for everybody to laugh at. But I was concerned I was going to look stupid, really stupid. When it was over, I thought, oh, this is going to be I'm going to get crucified. And then some people did, absolutely. And other people were so nice and so loving. And I really appreciate you guys. I really do. I think some of you get me, and I think I get you. And so that's what I like. I like to think that we're just buddies, and we're just, yeah. I mean, there's several of you that if you weren't here, I'd be like, hey, is everything okay? You're not upset with me? Please, you're okay, right? And you're going to be over next week. Because I come to enjoy visiting with you, just like when we missed Charlotte when she was gone, I would miss you. So anyway, let's talk soon, real soon. My video, I hope, what I don't know is if it's going to leave like it's supposed to, because remember, my last video is still stuck partly in cyberspace. I don't have it all back yet. So I maybe have to just remake my parts. That's what I lost, was me. I didn't lose my screenshots, my receipts, and I didn't lose the video clips, but I did lose me, and that was the hardest part. So anyway, have a good night. I don't even know, what time is it, guys? I don't even know. It doesn't tell me the clock. It tells me I've been on a long time. Okay, it was great to see you. Have a good week, guys. We'll see you next week. I'm excited. Oh, golly.